Yo, it's in the booth. It's your boy Messenja.
It's Canton Jones.
Ramona Jones.
It's me, Jasmine.
What the thing came together in
With the spread part. You supposed to do that.
No, I'm having black girl hair problems today, so leave me alone.
My daughter's teaching me how to spot wigs. Is that a wig?
No, that's not a wig. No, this is a cheap wig. That's changing. That mother look nappy.
I mean,
You stick your hand in the bag.
like what's the determining factor that make yours real? Cause they got wigs with parts in them now.
Oh yeah, they look like they look real.
But I can recognize them too. You look at the hair.
Like a scalp.
Yeah, you look at the hair.
I saw a girl the other day, but she had a whole nother hairdo under her head. That mug was so bumpy.
Oh,
Like if she had bumps, or almost like she had braids up under the.
They do have braids. So whoever braid her hair down and do it right.
I was like, yeah, no, like either your head it got a weird shape, like you got a doggone real
Marble sack.
like something wrong with your head. You an alien under there. You know what I'm saying?
Like you gonna open up her face.
That boy was pushed over a whole nother hairdo. You know, I was like, okay, is that? I'm like, am I late? Like, did I miss something?
They have braids, braid wigs.
Yep.
They look like literally you can come to like church with braids and then by 2 hours later you ain't got no hair.
But they got the men wigs now.
How you feel about men wigs, bro?
How you feel about man beards? Like
What?
fake beards.
What?
You know they could put a whole beard on your face.
They could you mean drawing it?
No, the same thing they do with the hair, they do it with the beard now.
yeah.
Fibers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can glue a face to your face.
No, like you know they draw the line and cut your hair off and do the George Jefferson and then paste it down and they do that with your beard too.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
I had to earn my beard, bro. Yeah, I had to earn mine.
That's a t-shirt. Earn your beard.
But will you ever get a George Jefferson wig?
A what?
The George Jefferson wig?
What is this, me?
They cut the George Jefferson to make it even, then put the wig
I
on
don't
and
ball.
then fade it.
My family don't ball. My dad didn't ball. You know, like you missed it at your family. You know,
my whole
yours going back?
Huh?
Yours going back?
Nah.
You received? Let me see. Take the hat off,
bro.
Take the hat off, bro.
I'm good. I got a haircut though. But
So yours ain't going back?
nah, bro.
You got the Stephen A.
Take me back.
You got Stephen A.
My uncle was coaching you in his.
Say what?
My uncle was coaching you in his like mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
He was already back though. Like it started 20 something.
But your
He said he was already back
Unc
now.
gonna get me, boy.
Yeah.
But it's a rumor that he used to spray shoe polish in the top of his head, but.
Not shoe polish.
Yeah, a little spray.
I don't know if it was true or not.
I don't know if it was shoe polish, but yeah, it was a little spray.
It was. You knew
Why it smell like new shoes?
You knew
in
about the
here?
spray.
Shut up. Smell like leather shoes in here.
Like you just bought some Nike.
He sprayed, but they started like 28, 29 and start. If you make it past that, you good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I got
Your dad started receiving at
27, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you
They
just
have what's called cowlicks.
What's that?
When it's not receding, it's like the cowlicks right there.
Oh, it's just
on the
fade
side.
right here?
It's not. It's like they call it cowlick because like a cowlick in your hair, like right there. So that's what it's called. Ain't that what it's called? It's called cowlick.
I just want to let y'all know the foam on his mic is wet.
No, it isn't. No, it is not.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But yeah,
man.
cowlick. If you get cowlicks, they gonna start in your 20s.
It's big money in hair growth,
Oh my
hair
goodness,
restoration,
yes, bro.
Is that stuff real?
They do surgery
What?
and everything.
Like do they take hair from another
It's a
part of
girl
your
in the Real
body?
Housewives of Atlanta that she put. She got some edges installed.
Not edges.
She got edges installed
Surgically installed.
Like-
Wait, because the braids pull your hair back, right?
Everybody, it's just how you treat your hair. You just gotta know your hair, cause you can get braid stuff and your hair not fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got
they do
tattoo edges?
Yeah.
Like the ones you get in the quarter.
What?
Yeah. You put
You
it
can
on.
get tattoo edges.
It's a girl on Instagram, and she literally makes her own edges.
Is anything
Some of the
real?
most innovative people on the planet.
Is it just
bro.
black people?
We made it up.
With edge
No.
problems, I'm gonna go with
Tattoo edges?
No, it's not
Tattoo
just black
edges.
people. No, it ain't just black people.
It ain't.
No.
White women get tattoo edges?
I've never seen tattoo
I've seen them with
edges. Or
weed.
maybe I've seen them
Oh,
and
yeah,
didn't
weed,
know.
no, they extensions and
they
stuff.
get weed,
Do y'all
but I'm
know-
saying tattoo edges?
What's
That's-
wrong with tattoo?
The ones that want the
So,
little
like,
baby things,
okay,
yeah,
so
they do.
so
Oh, that's a tattoo.
Some of them are.
what-
And it's a
It's a
girl on Instagram. She
Say
makes
Ted
a
Tattoo edges.
So like I know we gotta get on with the show, but this is interesting to me. So if you get with a girl, like I've been married for 20 years,
It's
so
the same thing as the makeup.
so everything has changed.
Right.
So if you get with a girl,
Her face fall
Y'all
off
married.
for morning.
Bruh.
y'all get married. She's been looking a one way for y'all entire courtship,
Yep.
and
On
then
your wedding night.
And then you
the
lose your
wedding
job.
night, she start peeling like like
Exactly.
Miss Potato Head, bro.
Yep.
That ain't
What do
nothing
you do?
Ain't nothing real, bro.
He said you look
Like, I'm
a
gonna get you something.
Yeah, exactly. Take a whole leg off. Just
Took the wig off, bro. Yeah. Took the eyelashes off.
Listen,
Took everything
I'm
off.
How do you? Because like there are some
That butt fell on the
there are some women that draw on their eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't a woman look real strange with no eyebrows? Like, how does she look like on a regular day with no eyebrows? Like,
You talking about when they shave them off?
so that means your forehead starts right here.
You talking about when they shave them off?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they shave them off,
Yeah,
and then
that's stupid.
And then I'm just you say that they draw them on, but I'm saying when that like on an off day when they just don't feel like or they hadn't gotten together yet.
Yeah.
And so you like you wake up your new wife
It's a
and
lot
she
of
don't
these
have no
celebrities like
eyebrows.
that. They look
Like
ghosts.
an alien, but
Yeah. They like, woo! That's exactly what they look like.
or you running late to work and
You only got one eyebrow.
eyebrow.
You forgot about the other
You
one.
like, oh, I gotta get out of here. You just forget. You walking there with no
And left the pencil on.
Oh, what's wrong? What happened to you?
Like, you look
Oh,
curious.
you look sick. What's wrong?
Right.
You need to go see a doctor.
It look like you've been saying huh all day, huh?
I don't know what you saying because your eyebrows gone. I don't know if you mad or sad. I don't know if you angry. Because your
I'm just saying, man, that's a lot of pressure on the woman to keep it together, but
I mean, apparently it's a lot of pressure on y'all too, because now y'all got mustaches. And
But I'm saying,
hair
it don't have
pieces,
to be
all the
there.
stuff y'all talk about.
a man can be free if he don't do nothing. Like if I cut, because for years I had nothing. Like
But that's you. We
it was
talking about the people that's struggling.
They don't like. You don't need a beard. You don't need a beard.
You don't need long hair to the crack of your butt, but they got it.
You don't need a beard. But I'm saying if a woman don't have eyebrows, let's go to the basics.
Talking about the women.
Eyebrow.
Talking about
The women that wear their weaves all the way
Just
down.
what?
Oh,
Yeah. See, you got confused.
cracking butt.
I'm like, that's what you talking about.
I'm thinking they get the butt hair out.
That happens too. That happens too. Yes.
No, they don't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, they do
No, they
the same
don't.
thing for the men. You know when your hair high?
For surgery.
They
Yes,
take
it
it
does.
off.
Nobody use booty hair for.
He said nobody use booty hair.
Where they get it from?
There's some booty hair out there, bro.
Where do they get it from?
Back
The ones
hair,
that get it surgically
chest
done.
hair.
Where do they get it from?
Hold on, wait a minute. They go say bend over, spread their
No,
cheeks.
not
me
spread
what
the
you
cheek.
working
Ain't no
with.
hair, but ain't no hair in there.
Oh Lord, this show is
what?
going somewhere else.
GCS, you a hairy dude though, bro. So you probably.
Say you a hairy dude.
I'm saying people put butt hair on their head.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
That can't be right.
Cause it, yeah.
Ain't no shampoo nowhere. Go get that smell out.
You just like that. You just walk around like.
I be like,
That's how you come around. Boy, keep somebody
man,
booty.
somebody stink.
Your face stink. Like
Your
how?
face
Can't
thing.
nobody hug you.
Oh my God.
Okay, you gotta start.
All right, thank you guys for joining us in the booth today.
Oh my goodness.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and
man.
Google Podcasts.
And if you'd like to sponsor the show or advertise on the show, go to In the Booth pod@gmail.com, or if you want to talk about anything or want us to talk about anything, you can
Absolutely
also go
anything.
to the email. That's what we're doing today. We're responding today to your questions that you sent to intheboothpod@gmail.com.
So if somebody want to advertise that they will use your booty hair.
You
to
can
give
do
you
it.
some edges.
We'll
Use it
advertise your booty hair
No,
company.
no.
But hair weaves, yes we will.
Butt hair weaves
But hair weaves, yes
and
we will.
tangents.
Yeah, and tangents. Butt hair weave and tangents. That's the store. Welcome to butt hair weaves and tangents.
I don't want to go to that
I'm
store.
telling you, because people would do it. Don't do it.
They said,
okay.
people already
It's a
doing it.
service.
I'm not putting no butt hair on my set. Not on my set.
It's sponsored by, they cut the check. You
Oh
gotta put
my
the butt hair up there,
No,
bro.
don't send.
As
no
long as it's
butt
on
hair.
your table.
Put it in a Ziploc and just send it.
They're like, that one moving.
Ooh,
We're sponsored by butt hair weaves.
it's stinking here.
Right. Like, he got, like it's some drugs.
I got a dime bag.
Let me tell you,
Booty hair.
if you're a man that get a hairpiece, that I'm all for that.
I thought he said hair, but
Make sure that the hairpiece is
Match
the
the
same
hair.
texture as your hair.
Yeah.
you got a squirrel hair piece and Negro hair.
I got up on
Not squirrel.
a man of God,
Why?
and when I got up on it, because from far back, I'm
It's an
man,
illusion,
that
right.
man, that brought some years. Like that took some years off. That hairpiece that looked good.
Got up close.
So that mother picked up, I walked off his head. Huh?
Man, that joker had two different human beings on his head, bro. I'm
No,
like,
he
bro,
got an animal and a human being.
I was like,
What
man.
movie was that? The old man with a lampoon head.
I was like,
piece He
bro.
walked in and fell off or something. Got blew back or something, bro.
Listen.
I was like, man, I was like, come on, bro. These don't match at all, bro.
Bruh.
I mean, come on, bro.
How you walk in the house? You be like, take your coat off, take your
That happens.
It's inside the head.
That literally happens.
take it out like it's a hat.
I'm with it, though.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. As long as your lady like it, do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for the
do what you
gas,
gotta
you
do.
walk up with a spoon.
All
All right,
man.
what we talking about today?
We're gonna hit. We actually got two questions, so we'll hit them about 10 minutes apiece. So the first one comes from Elijah Presley. Okay. I just came across this Christian rapper that is releasing his first single. He recently posted about praying in tongues in his music and turning it down low and speaking over people. I guess speaking over their life or whatever. In the booth, what do you do? What do you think about people doing such in their music?
I do that all the time.
I knew-
Yes.
That's why everybody looked at you. We knew he was about to say that.
I mean, I pray on a lot of my music. I pray in the spirit, and I speak silently in the music. I call it a bomb. Last show was sponsored by Good Music, Good Apparel by D-Mob. Me and D-Mob did a song called Already Gone. And in that song, I says, you think I'm doing music, but I'm dropping bombs. And that's what I call a bomb. Praying in and over music, in the music. I mean, they do it for evil.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we speak life in the music. So
Yeah, they be doing witchcraft and all kind of
yeah,
stuff.
all the stuff in the
In the
music.
music, it be down low, but they be doing it.
And
It
that's
be in
what-
the ad libs.
Yeah.
Y'all just got to pay attention.
So
Sometimes it don't even be down.
and yeah, nowadays they
Yeah.
just say it, you know.
Yeah.
But so we pray in our music, on our music, a lot of our music. I'm teaching my kids to do the same thing. Yep. So yeah, bro. And a lot of people that do it heard about us doing it, and now they do it. You know, we just pray, speak life over our music. Yeah.
And speak life in the music. Yeah, let the music be a prayer. Let
Yeah.
the music, my decrees are in the verses. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
You can hear them loud and clear.
Yeah, I do, but I put my decrees in the verses. I say I got it. I got it. All I got it is just a bunch of decrees.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I can do it in tongues. I can say it low. And I'm look, I'm put it out there. These are my declarations. And then when you repeat them and you rap with me, these are your declarations. You know what I'm saying? So I think you can do both.
Yeah.
You can definitely do both. My thing is, whatever the enemy can do with secular, the kingdom can do for God,
And that really, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
That's where you got the idea from.
Yeah, exactly.
From kingdom.
Yeah.
And so, the devil is not a creator. He takes something and perverts.
Right.
And so, I think when you do your music and you praying over that music, you praying in that music, you have one message, but then the Holy Spirit might be saying something totally different if you're praying in the Spirit over that music. So whoever is listening to it can feel the presence, can feel your prayer. And it might not be audible as far as them being able to hear it, but frequency-wise, it's in there, and you're hearing it in the spirit realm. So,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that idea.
Just make sure that jump mixed right.
Right.
That more
That
better.
jump got that.
Loud in the song.
The tongue's loud. And I went up, they're whispering the lyrics.
Just wrong.
Got the tongues that loud. Just make sure that bug mix. Yeah, but ain't nothing wrong
That's
with
a
it.
good question, bro.
All right, what's the next fan we
Appreciate
have?
that. And then second, this is Miss Lily Jones.
Hey, Miss Lily.
She says, wants to talk about Herschel Walker, who's running for Georgia's U.S. Senate, has openly struggled with mental illness and dissociative identity disorder, which is also called multiple personality disorder.
Okay.
The illness has led to a violent past, including holding his wife, a gun to his wife's head, and saying that he would kill her, and some other violent things with his wife. Even jumping in his car with the gun, searching for a delivery man that was running late with his delivery. So he's kind of had a violent past with his condition. And scientifically, they say there's no medication proven to treat DID, which is the dissociative identity disorder. Although certain drugs can be used to alleviate other conditions, such as anxiety and depression. Instead, patients undergo intensive therapy to face the trauma that triggered the condition in the first place, and to eventually integrate various personalities. Like, that's the science to how to deal with this. But then in the same article, it says that an ex-pastor, Mangadze, I believe he's African, is a licensed professional counselor, but not a medical doctor, has embraced highly unorthodox beliefs and methods. Mental illness, he said, can sometimes be confused with demonic possession. Question is, how must one deal with these mental illnesses?
So they're not saying this is CTE at all? They're just was this happening before he was a football player?
Nah, he been playing football his life, but during while he was for the Cowboys and before retirement, so he was still.
He had these issues, documented issues while he was playing.
Yeah.
It was more than this. I ain't had time to type all of it, but he had different run-ins.
I mean, that'd be a lot
So
of boxers, and if you get hit in the head, man, you get hit. That's just rattling your brain.
But even him, I mean, it's people that don't do football that deal with this disease, this illness or whatever.
I mean, I've encountered family members that have a lot, mental illness has different categories. And so you can have some people that that have been diagnosed as medically, what is the medical word? You got schizophrenia.
You got paranoia. You got anxiety. You got schizophrenia. You got bipolar. You got
which is all the same struggle with reality. Sometimes they don't know what's real and what's not. Demonic possession. I feel you can have somebody that's undeveloped mentally, that's emotionally dealing with something, and it not necessarily be demonic possession. So you gotta know that there's a difference between somebody that just have an emotional, maybe not all the way developed. Somebody can be an adult but thinks like a child. They're not demon possessed. They may be underdeveloped in their mind based off of, what happened to them when they were growing up, or how they were born, or something that happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the same. But when you're demon possessed, a lot of demon possession comes because a person first is really depressed. All right, that depression, when you this bottle of half water, when your spirit is empty, then it is open for other spirits to come in and possess something that's empty. You can't possess something where somebody is there. If you go into somebody's house, that house is not vacant. You can't go into there until those people leave. So most of the time, if your body is empty, if you're depressed, if your spirit is empty, then that is the and the reason why I know this, because I've lived through this with people in my person in my family. And so possession, running away from God, nobody speaking into your life, your spirit is empty. All right, and then at that point you start hearing other voices to make suggestions for you to do other things. And you received those voices, and you receive that spirit, and then that spirit really kind of takes your body hostage. Some people talk about you coming into the light, almost like you're. Let me say it like this: my family member, I saw their body or their spirit in a room, a dark room. His head was between his legs, and he was down like this. That was his spirit. The spirit that we were talking to, that we know was not him, was the one that was flamboyantly taking over his body. And so, demon possession. Now, medically, they can't call it demon possession. They got to call it bipolar. They got to call it schizophrenia. They got to call it something else. We call it demon possession. They call it something else. But I want people to know that a person who is demon possessed is different from a person who is emotionally ill or underdeveloped mentally or something like that. Because sometimes they might put them in the same category, and there's not. There are people that make bad decisions. Like let's say Herschel Walker, football player, CTE, brain damage. All right, he is not demon possessed. He is sick. So he's sick physically instead of being sick.
But they'll be able to spot that in his brain.
Well, they can now.
I'm saying
they can spot it now. Back then when he was playing,
but he was diagnosed with this disorder because of the trauma that he dealt with as a kid, being bullied. That's what opened the door, and that's a lot.
Yeah, but when did they diagnose this? After he was playing ball?
He's been dealing with it his whole life.
But I'm saying, when did they? Because if you diagnose it, let's say if he diagnosed it,
but even today he has no trace of CTE, because you can look at the brain and scan it and find the triggers of CTE. But today, as of today, he doesn't have CTE.
He still have the DID, is what you're saying.
He still is, yeah.
And so they're allowing him to run for
That's what
Georgia,
I was about to ask. Are they
US
asking
Senate
how much you deal with mental illness as far as that?
Being cleared?
I mean, he's cleared or whatnot, but I mean,
you saying he still has it,
but there's no cure for it. That's scientifically, there's no cure for it.
So I'm saying,
That's what they try to do.
If there's no cure for it, he still has it.
That's what I'm saying. He still deal with it. Know what I'm saying? Now, some cases may be more intense. And in moments, you may be more intense. And you may, what they say is, eventually integrate, this is my thing, integrate various personalities. Number one, what I'm going to say to it is, anytime you have a mental breakdown, God does not give you a mental breakdown. He gives you a sound mind. Every mental breakdown, there's an adversary to do it.
Yep.
He has not given us the spirit of fear. It comes from somebody else.
Right.
So every spirit, whether it's demon possession or a demon that triggers thoughts.
Right.
It doesn't have to be possession. Sometimes it's just a satanic frequency or a satanic suggestion. Paranoia is just the demon telling you something that's not true, and you believe in it.
Right.
You're not possessed. You just, that person is out for me, but that person really not out for you.
You don't have a sound mind.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that breaks you down mentally, there's a demon behind it, because God gives you a mind to function sound. If something breaks it down, then there's an adversary.
So who do you think is behind helping him? Because
I think he needs deliverance.
When I see him, he's, to me, I don't want to offend anybody who's supporting Herschel Walker. I'm not mad at Herschel Walker. I used to love him as a player. I think somebody's using him.
Well, he is Trump endorsed. Can I put that out there?
He feels like, I feel like he's being used.
Absolutely.
Somebody using him.
Absolutely.
I feel like he's just a voice in the African American community that people recognize, and he's saying something.
And then he plays
that
football,
they're programming him, because he don't. And then to me, I can see the struggle on him. Mm-hmm. You know, and we silly, so I got to make sure I keep this serious. But I see the.
Are you tearing up already?
No, I see the struggle on him when he talks. You see what I'm saying? I can see the struggle on him. Bro, you doing good. You're doing good. Thank you.
He's barely keeping it together.
No, I'm just saying. I just see the struggle.
Tearing up too.
I see the struggle in Cotton
I can see that he's being used, and I'm just, bro, why?
But I do. I mean, he said he was coming back to football, trying to go back to NFL when he was almost 50. I was like, I knew then. I was like, okay, you're not coming back to football, not today. At almost 50 years old. Yeah, he in good shape. Yeah, you kept it up a little bit, but not 50, bro.
They're like Holyfield got back in there and get whooped.
Nah, it's
Boxing
different,
and
bro.
football.
But back to just the illness part of it. When science says we don't have a cure for it, and there's no mental illness that came to Jesus that left mentally ill.
Right.
So the cure is in the kingdom.
Right. Exactly.
Seek ye first the kingdom.
And like when a lot of people who are wanting to get the glory for the scientific, like we know it's demon possession, basically. We know he needs a word in him. They're empty because it is.
Yeah, you need deliverance.
You need deliverance. Yeah. They're trying to figure out another way to get them cured besides coming to God. Yeah. And there's a lot of people.
Well, you can't monetize
you take those medicines, you make something worse.
Yeah. Because if you miss that, let me tell you something. You miss that, you give somebody too much cortisone or too much this pill, it throws the balances off even more, and it makes the situation. I've seen that in my family. Yeah. I've seen something light, and they get, the wrong dosage, and they got to put them in a straitjacket because they think somebody's in the room. Like that, I've seen that personally. Like you can misdiagnose somebody in a scientific practice. That's what's called a practice, because you can't charge them for accuracy
if they mess up.
If they're practicing. Yeah. But Jesus never had a practice. He never misdiagnosed
because it's
anybody,
not
and he never was charged with malpractice.
You can't monetize coming to the kingdom. It's a free thing to everybody. So all the medicine, of course, is the reason why you keep everybody in the mental illness, because I can make money off of that.
If I give you a cure, I ain't gonna get no more money.
Exactly.
Oh no, that's
That's for all
definitely
the diseases,
Yeah.
right?
That's definitely
If I give you a cure, then that's the end of my check. But if I give you something to cope with it,
Exactly.
and this the word I'm saying, eventually integrate various personalities. Why God only gave you one?
One.
Why is there another personality?
And why are
with
you going to accept that?
That is a demonic personality.
Yeah.
It's causing, if another personality is there and you only got one, that means there's another personality integrate. That's why a
demon possession.
double-minded man is
unstable.
unstable. There's a personality making it double. God made you a single-minded.
Yeah.
Why is there a double-minded? That's calls for deliverance.
Right.
There's no science to fix this.
Now tell me this. We haven't seen recently in the recent church. Well, not a lot. Let's say I don't want to say haven't seen it at all, but not a lot. People being just healed from this, like the man that came out of the graveyard that came to Jesus, and he's like, "What is your name?" Legions. Lord, why you come to torment us before our time? Can we throw ourselves into the pig and all that? So we saw deliverance. One of the stories of Jesus when he was up in the mountain praying came down. Somebody was trying to get their child healed. Disciples couldn't do it. Brought him to Jesus. Jesus like, how long am I going to stay with you, perverse, generation? And he said, bring them to me. And then later on, they asked, why couldn't we heal them? And he said, these cometh out by fasting and praying. It was because of your unbelief. These cometh out by fasting and praying. And so I was thinking that this type of demon, this type of spirit, this type of situation needed fasting and prayer. And so I was like, well, then I started to question, ask God, well, what type of situations, why some of them need fasting and prayer and some of them don't? What is different specifically about this situation that needed fasting and prayer? And when I started to do more research and I heard this lady talk about it, it's like, it's not the spirit that needed the fast and prayer. It was the unbelief. It was because of the unbelief. And so a lot of times we're so ritualistic, and even me, I am fighting the religion that I've learned. I am redoing my belief system, because anytime demonic possession or even in our families we deal with it, we're supposed to be able to get rid of it, but we haven't been able to. And a lot of times emotionally, it is tough trying to separate yourself spiritually from somebody that you emotionally love, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend that's going through, and you trying to focus to pray and cast out devils, but it is difficult, and we haven't seen the results because of our belief system. What do you think we need to do to get ourselves to believing and performing on the level of healing, to whereas we see demonic possession? I remember when we fasted for 28 7 days, no food, just water.
I can hear everything.
We doggone cast out the devil then, but do I have to do that every time? And God was like, no, it wasn't the fasting. The fasting got you to a belief level that you felt like you could believe. So God is saying to me, you don't have to fast to believe. You just got to start believing and trying and going in to start performing these things. You don't. The fasting is so your unbelief. You're to get the focus on, so that you can hear from God to feed your spirit to believe. Basically,
really, it's not only that, but fasting, it moves more of you out the way,
right,
and puts more God in the way. And the thing about the deliverance on that level, the thing is that every demon is not the same demon. They rank higher.
Right.
So a higher ranking demon is a greater wrestle. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. If you get in a wrestling match with somebody that's lightweight, you boom, you out the ring like that. But if you get in somebody that's stronger, it's more of a tussle.
Right.
It's more work. It's to get them up, move, get them out of the ring. So when one outranks all of them, some of them you just call out. Come out.
Right.
Some of them, the Bible says, to enter a man's house, you must first
bind the strong
man. So there's strategies to cast out different demons. Some demons come by themselves. Some demons come as a network. They said the man said that we are legion, we are many. That is a network of demons. You cast out you find which one is the strong man, and you cast out the strong man. Then you can plunder the goods. Some through prayer and fasting. Like there's different strategies to cast out. And Jesus, he went through some of them. When the boy brought Jesus to, when the man brought the son to Jesus, said, how long has he been like this?
Yeah.
Meaning, how long has this satanic operation been in certain information at the tomb and gatherings? Jesus, it said, the Bible says that the man came, first of all, and worshiped him.
Right. Right.
He worshipped him so you can worship and still have a demon.
And that's why I wanted to say something real quick. A lot of times, the possessor of the demon, and I know we're kind of talking deep on this for y'all. Y'all bear with us. But the possessor of the demon has to be willing to release the demon. These people, the guy that came out of the graveyard, the guy that came to kneel to Jesus and worship, these are people that came to Jesus willing to help me. There are other people
that don't want to get rid of it. They've become comfortable with that personality. There's a comfort level, a comfort zone having another mind. Yeah. And that other mind actually ministers to them, and they become comfortable with it. They won't seek deliverance.
Right, and it's tough. It is tough, almost next to impossible. I mean, anything's possible to them that believe. But if that person don't want to give up that demon, it is very tough to cast it out because the person is holding on to it.
Part of it is their will.
Right.
Your will is involved in demonic possession and deliverance. Right. You have to want to be delivered. Right. And based upon when I do deliverances, I make the person repeat what I'm saying. Right. To be in agreement with what I'm doing. Right. I'm just not sitting there saying come out.
Because if they don't want him to come out, he's not coming out.
If the demon is manifesting and I'm speaking to the demon and I'm finding out how long have you been here, who's with you, how many are with you, and the demon will give you, there's three of us, this, that, and the third. And then if you find out their name, it's even, you got even more power. It's knowledge. How much knowledge you have, the more knowledge you gain in deliverance, the more powerful you be in it. But part of that deliverance is I got to get you to say what I'm saying. Right.
So do you think that's what's happening with Herschel Walker?
I think he needs deliverance. Yeah.
You think he's holding on to these other personalities because of the bullying?
The scientists won't recognize it. They don't know the spiritual part. Integrate the personalities.
Yeah, they want to use the personality.
Exactly.
Now they're using him as a punk. That's why I say he's under control, like that. And when he talks, you can see that you ain't all the way there. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And when a person is not all the way there, somebody else is, or something else is, or you're being manipulated by something. And so if you have scientists that feel like with medicine that they can bring stuff up, make this manifest or what. I mean, if you listen to some of these commercials, they'll say, man, we're going to give you this medicine, but you might have an episode of schizophrenia. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
as a side effect.
As a side effect.
How is that a side effect?
So they have flirted with and understand that this drug is a portal. See, it ain't all illegal drugs that's just portals for demons. Yeah. It ain't just weeds and pills and ecstasy and all that. No, it's some of the stuff that your doctor is giving you that makes this stuff manifest as well. Yeah. And so you got to be careful with that. But
first of all, always pray to which doctor you go to.
I know that's right.
Absolutely. And pray for the work that they do. When any doctor, I don't care if it's a dentist, I don't care who it is, the eye doctor, whoever it is. When I go in here, this doctor will be at their best.
Yeah,
we do the same thing.
There's no malpractice going on today. There's no misdiagnosing going on today. Yep. Father, be in their hands, speak through their mind, whatever, make it accurate. I need accuracy in this moment because a doctor is human.
Yep. He can make mistakes. Yep.
Yeah, he's open to mistakes. I'm not against doctors at all. I'm just, if the doctor I go to, God going with me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing God in the room. Yeah, it's not just I'm putting my life or whatever, my health or whatever in the hands of just a doctor. Nah, you can miss the mark. You've done it before, you'll do it again.
Yeah, be like, sorry, I thought you was this, but you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought you was
you
scared.
had high blood pressure, you got low blood pressure. I gave you the wrong thing. I got to give you something, take it lower.
Take it lower, right.
You went from low to no blood pressure.
From low to no.
Yeah, you went from low to no.
Yeah, I thought you was impotent, but come to find out you constipated. Yeah, so
So you said I need to fart this whole time.
that's
That joke is just loosen everything up.
I saw one commercial when they said it's not even the full list of the side effects that you can have. They named like 10 of them.
Oh Lord.
But then it was like, this also is not the full list of side effects that you can have
That
from
right
taking this.
there
I was
tells
like,
you
what?
that we're not 100% accurate.
So why would you?
Side effect, like if you got
It's
that
like
many side
trust
effects, you
that.
say we ain't got this figured out.
Yeah.
That's why it's the study of something.
Yeah.
Psychology is the study of the mind. Neurology is the study of the brain.
Yeah.
This archaeology is the study of rocks. Astrology is the study of the stars, the galaxies. It's the study of. The thing about God, he ain't in no study.
Yeah, because he's a
He
creator.
is everything. He know
If
everything.
if you know it, you don't study for
Yeah,
anything.
and so with everything, that's why, you know,
Seek ye first the kingdom.
Seek ye first the kingdom and trust in the Lord. Lean not to thine own understanding. And so you got to always go to Him. A lot of people have more faith in doctors, and that's fine. The doctors are studying God. They're studying one part of God. They're studying. All right, and so I'd rather go to
His creation.
Yeah, His creation, and so I would rather go to Him. And so sometimes you take, what you're going through to the doctor, and you go to God and you bounce the information. All right, Lord, they're saying this. What you want me to do? Lord, you're saying this. This is what's happening. What do you want me to do? And take all of that knowledge back to God. And so, all right. We can move on, man. That was an interesting conversation.
Appreciate y'all. And if everybody else, y'all want to talk about something? Hey,
Yeah.
we the people's.
We'll make the
podcast.
time. We'll make
here
the
for
time.
people.
Yeah. We here for the people.
We are
Got
the
to get the people.
Yeah.
3 things your parents used to say that's
Why?
outdated. Wow. 3 things your parents used to say.
My daddy got all 3
Jive
of them.
turkey.
My daddy got all 3 of them.
What?
Stop jitty freaking around.
What?
Jitty freaking.
Jitty freaking?
Yeah, stop jitty freaking around.
That's
Never heard of it.
Kind of close, Deacon. Jitty
But that's a
freaking.
Pompano word because my sister works at MLK and one of her coworkers is from Pompano, and he said it in the hallway, and my sister was like, "Where you get that word from?" He's like, "That's my word," but he's from Pompano.
Jitty
freaking is a
I've
word.
never
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah,
He
and
must be
he's-
old.
Yeah, he old. He my daddy age. Yeah,
I ain't
Jitty
mean
freaking. That was his old school
you just call your
term.
daddy old, man.
Right.
Jitty freaking. But you
Jitty
call your
freaking.
daddy old. Yeah,
But
yeah,
Jitty
he old.
freaking,
He my daddy old.
Him
What's
and
the
my
other
uncle
one?
say frackanakabool. That's frackanakabool.
Yeah, your uncle don't have to say. Well, maybe
Cussing
he
without
say
cussing.
now, but
Yeah.
he used to say the real word.
Yeah.
So I ain't never heard no cousin cuss words from
Yeah,
your uncle.
frackanakabool. Yeah.
Uncle Wade.
Just
used
use
to
the
give it
last
to
part
him.
of that word.
Yeah,
He just elongating
But that's some
the word.
frackanakabool.
yeah, that's a frackanakabool.
I ain't never heard that, bro.
Yeah.
That's just old, bro.
I heard jive turkey. I heard bad meaning good. That's still boy, that's bad, That's still in jive turkey. I heard
Bussin'.
busting back.
Yeah, busting back.
Yeah,
Bussin'
my
is back,
daddy used to say
wow.
that. Boy, that's busting. But yeah, busting that came all the way
I think
back.
it's just how you say it, make it like weird or not.
Huh? The way I say it?
No, I'm just saying, however the person says it makes
Make it
it
old
like,
or young.
Yeah.
That's busting.
Like, yeah. Right.
Say it
Shake
old.
your head. No.
That's a whole yeah, but man, your mama young. How old are your
I
mama?
mean, my mama say thing like pop, like soda pop. I'm like, Mom, you from Alabama.
Oh,
Y'all
that's-
even used to say pop. Like, where'd they even come from?
Yeah, what?
Exactly.
She
So
talking like
let
she
me
from up
explain.
north.
My mom was the youngest, and she went to like school in Buckhead, and my uncles and aunties went to school in Riverdale.
Oh.
So my mom went to school.
Your mama in her 40s, ain't it?
Yeah, no, she 50. She 50.
Barely 50.
Yeah, barely 50.
52, something like that, yeah.
Like, man, mom in the 40s and daughter in the 30s. Boy, what kind of generation? What kind of perversion nation? What kind of... What in the new man? Grandma is 28.
Great grandma
No,
57.
that's how it is. Great grandma
Great grandma 57.
Boy,
She ain't even retired yet.
Like, listen here, I'm going to
Great
the...
grandma still got a
We
job.
need you to pick up the kids, girl. I'm going to the club. Right.
They be these days.
To the
watching
Sugar
my
Bush. It's a
great-grands
club
tonight.
named Sugar Bush on Tara Boulevard.
Sugar Bush?
Number all
That
your
sound
local
old.
aunties and uncles in
Yeah,
there,
that
okay?
sound old.
Sugar Bush.
Sugar
Nut Bush.
Right, exactly.
I've never heard of Sugar Bush.
Y'all know what that bush is.
Okay, 3 things you hate to clean. 3 things you hate to
toilet.
clean.
The
Yeah.
toilet.
Toilets,
Oh
number
my
one.
goodness, man.
I
My
cannot.
3 things you hate to clean.
My
Anything in the
kid's
bathroom.
fish tank.
Oh, yeah, it stinks.
Dog,
It
I'm so
stinks so
tired.
bad.
I bought the fish. They said we're gonna take care of the fish. I am the only one that has cleaned
Why
that
do you
fish tank.
believe that?
What kind
Why?
of fish is it?
What kind of fish?
Goldfish.
Fish?
Goldfish.
And they the
So it got
stankiest
the tank.
ones.
Oh, yeah.
And they the stankiest
I mean,
ones.
it's not goldfish, but they're like the tropical ones. Like,
Man, I'm finna say,
I
man,
was about to say goldfish.
The
goldfish,
worst.
boy, they croak.
Fish last for 2 days.
They croak so fast,
And
man.
they smell the worst.
nah, if one
man,
of them died, there's
Styles
2 of them left.
Styles them had the goldfish. They didn't last 2 days.
Alexis got a rabbit, and it's one of them tall rabbits like you see in the picture of the
You got
man
a
holding
real
it.
rabbit?
She has a, first of all, the rabbit name is Jamal.
Jamal Boston, where you at?
Right? No, like he's tall. Like
Why he got a name like he got a job?
he's as tall as
You
baby
call a
doll.
white rabbit
Like,
Jamal.
he's tall. Listen, I don't know what because I asked her dad. I said, "Why did you give him?" He said he looked like a Jamal. So he even brought the rabbit to the baseball game on a leash.
What? What kind of family?
Rabbit.
This rabbit is huge. He could be as long as his tail
Rabbit got a
from head to toe.
How
Like
old is
stretch
the
it
rabbit?
out, he can be as long as his tail.
How old is the rabbit?
He's not even one. He might be one. Like it's young. It's one of them. He grows
Your
big.
son got this?
This is
Doggone
what their
rabbit gonna
dad
start
bought
looking
for
like a
them.
kangaroo.
He probably is a kangaroo.
He got long.
It's about a
so
baby
funny.
Hey, y'all seen kangaroo fight?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I see the
Man,
muscle.
but they throw them hands.
Yeah. I was like, why they know how to fight like that though? That's the weird
They
thing.
use their
Stand
feet
up.
too.
How you just gonna fit?
They'll lean
Yeah.
back on their tail and they'll kick you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
crazy.
So muscular, boy.
Yeah, brother. You don't fight. You don't want to fight with no kangaroo, buddy. They bounce around. They soft if you want to, but them suckers that throw them hands and feet. But
How you
MMA,
tell this
they got
story?
MMA skills,
Right.
but
Not by
That's where
fans.
MMA
Right.
came from.
bruh,
Kangaroos.
like it's funny because they lean back on their tail.
Oh, yeah, they
and
tail
they prop themselves
strong.
up and then they'll kick you. That junk look
Boy,
crazy.
knock
I'm
your
like,
neck
man,
off.
it's like y'all just.
Wait, how
floating
did
in
we
the
get
air.
the kangaroo?
Yeah, we got
Things you hate to
bathrooms. We
clean.
got
Do you
fish
clean
tank.
your-
What else?
Do you clean your ears every time you take a shower?
I sure do.
I don't hate to clean
I
them.
clean my ears too much.
You hate to clean?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm talking about something I hate to clean. I clean my ears all the time. I don't hate to clean my
It
ears.
feel good.
Yeah,
You
I
take
like
full
cleaning my ears.
baths like head to toe?
What?
Every
I
time
thought
you
we were
take a
talking about
bath?
things we hate to clean. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
The stuff you don't clean.
I clean everything.
You clean your nose.
Clean everything.
What are we doing right
I
now?
know.
I don't know.
Hate to clean.
You clean in between your toes
Yeah.
every time you take a shower.
Yeah, why would I not? Like, why would you not?
CJ, you trying to tell us something?
Yeah, I don't clean in between my toes.
Lord.
You don't clean between your toes?
Not every time.
You're not supposed to
I
tell
do,
people this.
but not every time.
Your toes sweating. Like, I got to get in between
My toes
them.
don't sweat.
Okay. I
Bro,
get it.
how your face sweat, your toes don't sweat?
I don't.
all the sweat coming to your
I don't wear
head.
socks. My junk
That make it sweat.
is breathing all day. You don't clean your neck. I can see right now. Your neck.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Your neck.
You got
Yeah, you in the spirit.
Jay,
a permanent chain.
Jay, you bang your back.
They're a permanent jury.
You bang your.
Everything came
You
together
bang
in the
your
booth.
back with a rag.
Years later, Andy still in the booth. Do a podcast with the interview. Ain't stop
Bang your
do.
back.
Got a resume over there. Got some
Show your neck. Show it.
You know what it is when we in
Don't be ashamed.
Clean your back.
I wasn't even in the conversation. I know. I was just fighting.
Your whole back dirty, man. You gotta clean your back.
in the game looking for recruits.
behind it. What? Things you hate to clean, your neck.